name is David J. Attwood. I'm the man rocking the Ray-Bans and a beautiful long weekend, Friday afternoon. The traffic's so clear. I was expecting a lot more traffic today because it is, the start of the long weekend. Everyone's rushing to get out of town. But I think we had most of that yesterday. And you look in the back, I don't know if you can see it, but in the back there you go. I am helping my sister move some furniture she just picked up. So I thought I'd just record a podcast on the way home. Anyways, today was cold dip day, and it was, we're in the dark now. Cold dip in the dark, and it was really dark. I took a picture, and I'll upload it so you guys can check it out. The funny thing is that picture makes it look like it was a lot lighter out than it really was. It was dark. So I don't know what iPhone does to the camera to make it happen, but my eyes saw a lot darker morning than what the photo does. But it just it gives you an illustration about how beautiful it really is. Everything else is miserable. It was the lowest tide I think I've ever seen at that beach. And when it's low tide, you have to walk a really far way out to get up to neck height. And I have to walk through a lot of this really black seaweed and this barnacle-y rocks, and it's just miserable. It was absolutely the worst. And then I got in there. Seth wasn't able to meet me this morning, so I had to do it solo o mio, and I didn't have a timer with me, so I just kind of hummed a few songs to try and keep up with the time in there. But pushed through. But the coolest part was when I was walking out of the water. I'm walking out of the black water. There was a guy who didn't see me go into the water. He only saw me coming out of the water in the pitch black morning. So I thought, I just wanted, I bet I look really cool in that guy's eyes. I thought that was a cool thing. Somebody was there to witness me just coming out with nothing but my swim trunks on out of this inky black water, middle of the night, and solo, just a badass. I just loved it. So it made me think about a lot of things about jealousy and how we always kind of are envious of people who have nicer things or the things we want. We have to remember, and it's really important to remember when in our lives moving forward, comparison is the thief of joy. You will never be truly happy if you are constantly comparing yourself to your coworkers or to your neighbors, or even your family, anyone around you. If you start comparing yourself to those around you, you will always be looking at yourself in a negative light. You won't be fit enough. You won't be tall enough. You got to really be careful. We can't avoid comparing ourselves to other people. We can't go through life not doing that. But it is important to understand that when you do compare yourself to someone else, and sometimes these are unrealistic standards. I cannot be a younger person. That is an unrealistic standard. I can't go back and make myself 20 years younger. I am what I am. So I can't be, if I'm to be jealous of someone who's 20 years old, it's a waste of time, and it's nothing I can really do about it. So a lot of times we hold ourselves to these unrealistic standards, and to what end? All it does is bring us misery. So really be careful about that. I see a lot with younger women today, and I mean younger women who don't need this, but I see a lot of women getting breast augmentation and getting stuff done with their face, like Botox and lip stuff. It's like they're doing what old people do to look young when they already look young. And I think a lot of it is because they're comparing themselves to other people. They're comparing themselves to their friends, and they're saying, well, this person got a boob job, then maybe I should get a boob job, so we can be the same. I can be the same as my peers. Don't try that. Don't do that, because it's just it's a loser's game. And on the flip side of that, it's something that Jimmy Carr, the comedian Jimmy Carr, said that really got to me and really made me think, was people will be jealous of what you have, but they will not be jealous of what you had to do to get it. That's something that really resonated with me, because it's true. There's a lot of things that I've had to do in order to get to where I'm at that a lot of people weren't willing to do. And I honestly, I heard it all the time. When I would be doing a show and I'd say I got into it with a principal of the school, here's what he was saying. And then I'd hear another magician go, oh, I wouldn't put up with that at all. I just walk out of there. I have dignity and my pride, and, you know, he has to respect me. And I didn't. And at the time I did things that, like I say, like that's just one of the many things I've had to do where most people go, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put up with that. I wouldn't put myself in that position. And the thing is all those people who talk like that don't have what I have. And I've learned that. So a lot of people aren't willing to do what needs to be done to get the things that you want. So if you're going to be a success in life, if your plan is to be successful and live a life of happiness and abundance, part of that may mean that you're going to have to do things that other people aren't willing to do. Let them be jealous of what you have. Let everyone be jealous of you. But remember that the stuff that you're going to have to do to get there, no one's going to want to do. Even you probably. Because God knows, if I was given the choice today to do, if I was put in the same position I was back then, but of course I was hungry too, and I actually had this very deep desire, very strong desire to get to a better place. So if it were to happen to me today, I probably wouldn't put up with it, because I don't have to. But if you're trying to get to that next level, there are going to be things that you're going to have to do that other people aren't willing to do. And keep it within your moral parameters, though, because that is one thing. You have to keep boundaries up. I do understand that. What I'm talking about right here is the work, the effort, the sweating, the grinding. Like, if you want to be a championship boxer, it's going to take work, and you're going to have to outwork the other guys. You're going to have to work harder. You have to do what they're not willing to do. You know, and that you know, a lot of boxers go celibate during that time. And they're up at 5 o'clock, pounding the pavement, jogging, starting their day off with their 10 miles, and eating nothing but protein, cutting the weight. Like, there's a lot of things that these people are doing in order to get to that level of success. And it's so funny, like, oh, I wish I was the champion. Well, I'm sure you are wanting to be the champion. But being that person does take you having to push yourself to that next level and do what most people aren't willing to do. And that's really is. If you want amazing results, you have to be amazing. If you want to get, fantastic results, you're gonna have to do. If you want abnormal results, you're gonna have to do things that aren't normal. You can't be doing what everyone else is doing and complain when you get what everyone else is getting. That's really the gist of it here. If you spend your life, doing what everyone else does, you're going to get what they all got, and you're going to end up in the same spot. And if you look at those people, and this is what I say all the time about people, if you look at those people and see what they're doing and see how they're living, and if they're living and are in a place where you want to be, do what they're doing. If they're not where you want to be, like, think about that. If you have a friend who's living in the basement suite and you're a best friend and you love spending time with them because it's so much fun and it's easy and they make you feel good about yourself, they're with the wrong friend. They're great people, but you want to get to the other level. Find people who are where you want to be. You have to do the things that everyone else doesn't want to do in order to get the things that no one else is getting. I think I made my point. Anyways, folks, thanks so much for watching. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, people. Come on, love those thumbs ups. And make sure you subscribe, because it doesn't hurt you, and it just does nothing but make me feel good. So I would appreciate it if you subscribed. Also, check out financialfreeway23.ca. That's where all the good stuff is. That's where the juice is. That's where the rubber really meets the road, because that's where we have our commuting MBA program, as well as I've got my financial portfolio breakdown of what I've been doing. Again, not financial advice. Make sure you talk to a professional. As I always say, spread the word, spread the good news, spread the gospel of what we're teaching here, so that everyone understands that they have an inalienable right to live a life of success, happiness, and abundance, where wherever you are in this gorgeous world on this beautiful, beautiful long weekend. God bless.